Hello fin lovers, it's Mr. B. Today we're going to be doing a quick product demonstration on the Imagitarium Muck Magnet. Basically this is used to scrape algae and other debris off of your tanks. Part of it goes into the tank, part of it stays on the outside, and you just roll it across the glass. I know there are very many iterations of this. Acqueon makes one. There's one out there by MagFloat, which is probably the Mac Daddy for this. But this is something that I picked up at my local Petco as just throw in to an order that I was making to get free delivery. And we're going to see how it works. So stay tuned. I'm going to move the camera down low, and then we'll see how bad my tank looks and hopefully how good it will look after the Muck Magnet has done its work. We'll see you in a minute. What we're going to be doing with this is we're going to be putting this side, which is the coarse side, is going to go into the tank. This side, which is a magnet as well, is going to go on the outside of the tank. And then basically all we should have to do is roll this aside across the tank and get rid of all of this unsightly algae and so forth. So what I'm going to do, let me get these guppies out of here and put this right there. Now all we should have to do go back and forth as you are aware. If you've seen any of my other videos, you will know that I find algae to be very beneficial in an aquarium. Problem is, however, when you let it go a little too long and you can't see your fish when you're trying to film them. So I'm doing this in real time. As you can see, most of the algae that it's coming in contact with, it is able to remove. There is some green algae here, which is not really coming off as much as I would like. And that particular instance of knocking the magnet off, it just happened to land in a spot where I couldn't pick it up. But generally, as long as the magnets can touch each other through the glass, you should be able to pick it up from the outside of the tank. Some of this green algae probably is going to need a little different scraper. But if you can see, there's a major difference in the algae that was on the outside of, or I should say on the inside of the glass, can now actually see the guppies that are in there. By the way, these guppies are going to be moved to my 29-gallon tank. This is going to be, we can see a couple of stir-by up here. I just picked up some more stir-by the other day, and this is going to be the tank where I raise them and hopefully am able to breed the stir-by. I'm a very big fan of Corys. I'll be doing a video shortly on the different species of cories that I have in my aquariums. These guppies here, I actually won a trio in an auction in March of 2020, and they have been breeding very well, very true. It's a very popular guppy for me when I go to fish swaps and auctions and so forth. Unfortunately, during the auction, they were auctioned off as nebula guppies. I've been told since that some people don't believe they are nebula. Some people think they might be nebula culls. So I'm not 100% sure on what I have here. So I usually let people know that they are they were, sold to me as nebula, but there's some questions, so I call them nebula / fancy guppies. Nobody really seems to mind, but if anybody watching this video can determine what these particular guppies are, please drop a comment. I'd appreciate it. Okay, folks, so that is the Imagitarium Muck Magnet. I think it was rather successful. Again, other than the green algae, which I will work on later to remove, but I'm very happy with what it did. The price of it was like $5, so it's not going to break the bank. And yeah, well, I certainly hope you enjoyed this video. We'll be posting this one later this week, and then you will be getting another video next week from Mr. B. So until then, we will see you soon. Everybody take care.